EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His team in the win column for the first time with their victory a week ago. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from a rainy Cleveland. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's Wilson. It'll get forward to about the 42. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's second and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
There, ready,
In motion, Reed.
32.
A carry here for Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the run, it's Wilson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Second down throw for Love. That's into the hands of Emmanuel Wilson. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Set, cut.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
They should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On fourth down, the Packers turn over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. If he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They run it once more with Judkins. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Edger and Cooper, they're on the 10.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready? Like it. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll try to throw for it. Let's see. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field. But they clearly thought they had a play that they liked. But the defense came up huge. And now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On second down, Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they come up now, second and goal. They'll go with him again. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one, take it in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his second TD catch of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over for their second possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight end in the NFL. There's the guy that you have the script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Packers offense and wideout Matthew Golden headed for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0. as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Rob. No chance at all. He'll go down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Browns say they have it, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's Judkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Shador. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12.
1st and 10.
That's another Browns 1st down.
To throw is Sanders. He's got the rookie 3rd-round pick, Harold Fannin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll give it here to Judkins. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now Shador. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Warriors 70. They're not. Cook 79 Broncos. 65 Cats. 65 Cats. 18 Pioneer. Let go.
Here's Sanders to throw, and that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row.
On the set.
Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They're going on 4th down. Sanders, and he's in. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Cleveland. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball to the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video game. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2024. On 1st down, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Check right.
From the gun, it's Love. That one on target to Watson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick, yellow.
Here's Wilson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings
Here we go,
up 3rd
set.
and 3.
Ready.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short one that is caught by Fanning. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
At the 36.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Throwing right, that's Johnston. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, it's Sanders. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
They go play action with Sanders. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Sanders. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is Dawson Knox. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Bills are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie, Cam Ward. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. This one is now at halftime with the Titans looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season. They lead this one at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This is going to end up a touchdown. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons with a 10-point lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Check. Ready.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
7 yards. That's good for a Packers. 1st down.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Love to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Cooley, Tuipulotu, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
10 black.
3rd and long.
To throw is Love. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Packers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Browns first down.
On 1st down, right back to Sampson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Steady Lions. Steady.
He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Okay, ready.
They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Ready, ready.
On play action, Shador. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got a man. It's Fanning. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Start. Roll. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll try to hammer it in with Sampson. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And for a 3rd time, and now he loses the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Browns. For Judkins, he was so effective in college. 50 total TDs at Ohio State and Ole Miss, but that is 1st in the NFL. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Packers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. This one gets sniffed out. It's blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Ready.
A good play action with Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On the double.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to bring up 4th down. On the return, it's Hill. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Moving.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check out.
Again, it's Judkins. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On 3rd down, Sanders. That is caught right side, and that's Hammond. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns
To throw is Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They come up for 2nd and 2.
Ready. Go.
He'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready. Ready.
They'll stick to the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Now Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
A 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Now 4 seconds left, and we get a timeout call.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.